Marketing plays a vital role in the field of arts. In this essay, there are two significant researching aspects relating to independent artists' art marketing. The first one is the effect of consumer demand for artist art marketing. The second one is the influence of government economic support and the operation with charity. Fine art could be seen as a business activity. The definition of art marketing is like a mutually satisfying exchange relationship with customer. The essence of the artwork are economic goods, and the market could estimate the value of the artwork. The individual professional artists and the no-profit cooperation are the primary organizational form of production in fine arts. Marketing principle and the practice should be transformed before they are integrated into the creative process to serve art. Art institutions maintain the key to success lies in an ability to sell its goods to customers. The organization could be made more appropriate to art institutions by moving the force of an organizational plans and decision making onto a consideration of its customers' requirements. There are two kinds of sale types. The former one called transaction based because of its consent to facilitate exchange. The later one called relationship marketing shares the continuing relationship. In the process of art marketing, the artist ought to build an appropriate attitude to customer. It is necessary to create a relationship before exchange. In the mid-1990s of UK, 40% audience were reduced in commentary theatre. In this case, the theatre reformed its marketing efforts on its existing consumer, taking and learning from their audience. This way is to move the force of an organization's planning and decision making to customers' requirements. To independent artists art marketing, the requirement of consumer will also become the primary variable that affects art marketing. Furthermore, regular activities are the practical method for the artist to promote their studio. Art marketing requires coordinate all of the activities of the organization around the consumer. On the other hand, government's economic support and the cooperation with charity will also affect art marketing. Earlier Milling, the cultural secretary, believed artists should hammer home the value of culture to the economic. The poorly targeted action of government could commit to a mixed economic model that combined public and private funding for the art. In UK, there are over 16,000 enterprises work in the field of artist creation, and they contributed 2.44 billion British pounds to the GBA of the No Financial Economic in 2014. Although the art and culture product economic value, they still support mainly through public funding. In this form, organizations traditionally depend on sponsorship, create over half of their income through their trading and extra activities. Art Council England had provided 406 billion British pounds to subsidize art and cultural sector in 2014 and 15. In the aspect of charity, to attract supporters, charity running events or hand out free tickets, it has been useful in the last century. The charity may see a return on the investment month or year throughout the initial outlay. The charity believes their donors or customers as assets and pay more attention to the value of a customer throughout their lifetime. From previous example, customer demand, government and charity support are the major factors that affect the vicissitude of British art marketing. My interviewee, Maggie, is a fine art artist. run her ceramic studio called My Hand, My Work in Hong Kong. She has rich experience to interact with her customer. Also, she has been cooperation with charity. Through this interview, I will explore universality of art marketing between Britain and Hong Kong. Also, I hope she could give more viewpoint about this case by her experience.
According to creative art, arts marketing is like the pathway to achieving organizational and artistic objectives. Could you describe your art marketing in your way?
I want a video to share the fun of the creation ceramics with someone. My video is in an industry building in a commercial area. It is about 300 square meter. It is very convenient for the businessman after working. The main expenses of my video about electricity and rent. It is about 7,000 Hong Kong dollars per month.
Maggie's studio is in an industrial building. Officer lady tend to study in her studio after work. Also, Maggie's studio has been cooperation with primary secondary school project and the Hong Kong Art Center from 2007 until now. Kites and the elders are all from this community art project. Meanwhile, this community art project demands a lot of craft classes and practical operation. The demand of customer from Maggie Studio will continuing increase with constant customer sources. Therefore, in Maggie's case, can notice a stable customer relationship.
Next 15 years, in the middle 1990 of UK, when Coventry Theatre facing audience exploded, they seeing audience as stakeholders rather than end consumer and reformed its marketing effort on its consumers. In this case, how do you deal with your relationship with audience? How to keep balance between your art marketing and the relationship with your audience?
My customers are elders, kids, office lady, and housewife. We had a good relationship through the thrilling experience of art making. It is very flexible about the schedule of the lesson.
There are two kinds of sale types. The former one called transaction-based. It can be seen as single ticket purchased in a theater. The latter one called relationship marketing strengthens the continuing relationship. How do you think these two kinds of sale types? Which sale types are you choose?
I pay attention to the second type. Also stress the relationship between the art marketing and the customers.
During the operation of the art center, the world of activities and promoting the gallery to the public have equal significance. Have you organized some activities in your art studio? Does these activities bring benefits for you?
I have organized some funny activities in my studio, such as exhibition and free workshop to gain a good promotion of art learning.
From BBC News, Maria Malley, Cultural Secretary, delivered at the British Museum in London, believes artists should hammer home the value of culture to the economy. Do you agree about her point?
I agree with Maria Willis about artists should hammer home to the value of culture to the economic. I realize that both economic and culture are both important in the society.
Have you achieved financial assistance from local government? Do you want to get help from the government? Whether or not you achieve economic aid from government, will this change affect your art marketing?
Yes, I want to get help from the government about the rents. Government can provide me a lower rent. It is a great effect in my art making. I can reduce the tuition fee to a large amount of the student.
In order to attract supporters, charities running events or million by invest money. Have you considered your art marketing could refer to charity operation more?
I have already had charity operation mode with a child care home. I want some ceramics lessons in low price, only charged in the raw materials.
I find a lot of similarity between Britain and Hong Kong, even different region and cultural background. Customer demand is the most important factor to affect artists' art marketing between two areas. It is crucial for artists to build an appropriate marketing strategy for the customer. Moreover, economic support from government will facilitate artists to run their studio. The last but not least, the artist should get occupation with charity. It will extend the influence of their studio. Thank you for watching this video essay. In the end, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to my interviewee, Mrs. Maggie. If you have any question about this video, please post your comment in the comments section of YouTube or contact me through my email address.